On a dinner date, it's not totally unheard of to ask the waiter if you could switch tables.
No, not at all.
That's pretty normal.
Because maybe the leg is wobbly, or maybe it's right below the air conditioning vent.
Dude, I hate that. It's the worst.
Or maybe you just want to be less visible to the security cameras so they can't see what's happening under the tablecloth.
Wait a minute.
Well,
We're playing Uno. What?
under the
In
table.
the middle of the restaurant?
Yeah, duh. Where else do you play?
Uh-huh.
But in today's call, none of those explanations seem to fit for why a guy asked to switch booths halfway through a date.
Uh-oh.
And we were all stunned when we finally learned the actual reason he demanded to switch locations. Did not have it on my bingo card, I'll tell you that.
Uh-oh.
You'll hear it in a brand new second date update next. If you go out on a really good first date, it might end in a little kiss.
Oh,
It could end in a tender hug.
that's nice.
Oh.
Or if you're lucky, a three-way chicken fight with your parents.
What?
What the heck?
Just-
And
I don't even know what that is.
You're all
with the parents.
sitting on top of each other's shoulders inside of a pool. You know? Well, one of our listeners says she got something else at the end of her night. A two-word whisper in her ear.
Ooh.
And she's not sure really what it meant,
Oh,
if
no.
anything. So let's talk to her
I don't
about
like
it.
it.
I just cringed thinking
I
of someone
know,
whispering
I
in my
know.
ear.
The air like blowing on you.
It could be something really nice and romantic.
Maybe.
Angie, welcome to the
could it
show.
be?
I'm very curious about this whisper, but before we get to that, first tell us the guy's name and how you met him.
whisper it to us.
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
No more whispering.
No.
No more whispering.
Until the actual whisper happens. How about
Dude,
that? Because
it
I want to
always
know what it
just gives
sounds
you the
like.
heebie-jeebies.
I know.
Like,
I
I
wonder,
just...
did everyone in their car turn their radios down or up there?
I don't know. But so you met Nicholas how?
I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but we met on Plenty of Fish, which I know people
Oh.
don't even use anymore. But
Yeah,
So-
I think there's actual only fish on there.
I have a question. What drove you to Plenty of Fish?
I don't know. It's just one of those that, like, I set up a profile. I don't even know how long ago, and then I'll get in a relationship and I'll get off it. But, like, I can just go reactivate it. I don't know.
Okay.
Dumb question. Does it even have an app or you have to like use a browser? For, like, Plenty of Fish?
I think that's legit.
I don't even know if
don't
it's
know
an
what
app.
their logo would be, honestly.
It only operates over fax now. So.
Yeah, okay, that makes
I
sense.
thought it still was printed out on the back of the weeklies. You
Yeah,
know, like those...
that could be.
I want to
Yeah.
Google this now.
But the important thing is that you matched with this Nicholas guy. So tell us, what did you do for your date?
We went to dinner. We went to a Thai place, which is one of my faves. So that was good.
Did he remember that it was one of your favorites? Because that's always like really nice too.
Well, I picked it, so that
Oh.
made sense.
Okay.
Okay.
But
I mean,
he,
that's
he
okay.
deserves credit a little bit for
Yeah.
going along with it. So let's give him
Listen,
some.
I'm a lady who knows what she likes, and it's pad Thai.
Good.
Oh, you're a real
Oh,
adventurous
yeah.
Thai eater.
Awesome. So what did you think when you first saw each other?
I mean, I feel like we hit it off. I mean, I will say dating kind of sucks. And I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of times they get like flirty to the point that you're like, all right, dude, calm down. Like they'll ask you for sexy pictures before you've even met. And he didn't. He was more like soft spoken, more like a nerdy type, but it was cute.
Oh.
Sounds like he was your
Okay.
speed, right?
And
He's
he
like,
was respectful of your boundaries.
Hey.
Wow.
Exactly.
So a nice guy that's sweet and considerate. I'm surprised
got
you
no
didn't
chance.
unmatch him immediately.
Yeah. Poor guy's never going to make
Crazy,
it.
right?
Yeah. So
That's really funny.
Okay.
Was there any, like, I don't know, moments of real flirtation that happened?
Yeah, I mean, it felt like a good first date for the most part, but like, I don't know, there'd be like, I'd ask him a question and there'd be like a 5-second delay and then he would go into the answer and it wasn't weird at all, but
Was he
like,
just staring at you for the 5 seconds?
You know,
Like-
though,
Yeah.
some people are just bad at timing in a conversation. Have you ever talked to somebody who, like, takes really long pauses and you're like, wait,
think they're
do I
done?
go? Do we not go? Do we go? Like, maybe his timing is just a little off.
maybe
Brooke,
timing
are you
was
talking about me?
Sorry, Jeff cut you off.
See, he waited too long
Oh,
to
what?
answer and it got awkward.
No, so I like to think of it as I'm just a good listener.
Yeah, but I was done talking. And
Okay.
I mean, he was checking his phone a lot. So I wonder if maybe like
Distracted.
Maybe he thought I was boring. I don't know.
You know what I think? This is mind-blowing to me. He does something that I could never do, and that is think before he speaks.
Like, I'm thinking Google before he speaks.
Oh, he Googles? Was he typing stuff?
5 seconds would be a fast Google. But,
Chat GPT it?
I know. Maybe he's having AI listen in.
but I was thinking the same
There
thing.
was one point, like early on, after we sat down, like before we had ordered anything, he was like, "Oh man, it's really loud over here," and he was like, "Do you mind if we move to like the back where it's quieter?" And I was like, "No, that's fine." And I moved us, but maybe.
I don't know. I think
that's a little obvious.
I honestly think we're overthinking it.
I was just thinking what Jose was thinking. Like, if this is a really sweet, nice guy who's trying to come off like he really cares, he might take a second to try and come up with a really good answer to your questions.
Rather
think
than
what's-
blurting stuff out.
The whole point is that the awkward pauses didn't bother you, right?
No, I wouldn't say they bothered me. It was weird.
It was noticeable.
Okay.
Because they probably didn't bother him. That's how he communicates.
Yeah,
You know?
maybe to him, he was like, well, that was a normal back and forth.
Totally.
So overall, pretty solid date. I'm really, really interested, though, in the end here when he whispers something into
Yes.
your ear.
Oh, the 2 words.
Wait, I want to know if he waited 5 seconds before he did the whispering.
Run us through what happened there.
Okay, so end of the date, we are like outside of the restaurant, about to go our separate ways. I give him a hug, and when I hug him, he whispers in my ear, "Good job."
Good job.
Good job. To you?
Yeah, like thumbs up, good job.
Whoa, that's weird.
Huh.
So bizarre.
Maybe he just doesn't know how to end a date.
Yeah,
Like,
good
job.
job.
without a kiss or
Maybe it was
Maybe.
inner dialogue that came out. Maybe he was talking to himself.
Yeah.
Is it like the thing where you're wanting to be like, hey, good date, or like in
Oh,
2
you
words,
mix the
you
2
mix
words.
2 things together and
That could be it,
accidentally
too.
say something awkward?
Honestly,
Yeah.
it could be the whole reason he's not calling you back because he's like, God, why did I say that?
I mean, maybe, but like even after he said it, I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
What did he
And
say?
then he put his finger to his mouth like, shh, like it's our secret, but I have no idea what he was talking about.
Dude,
Oh.
what is happening?
I
That is
don't
pretty
know.
romantic, though.
But anytime a man puts his finger to his
I don't like
lips,
that.
it's creepy.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody should do
Yeah.
that
kind
to
of want to
somebody.
kiss him, though. So have you texted him since the date ended?
Yeah, so we had like a cute little back and forth before the date. We'd like send each other memes or whatever. So like I did that. But no, I have not gotten any response.
Oh, no.
Okay, something's up. We're going to come
Weird.
back.
Not the meme exchange rate.
That's not okay. We're going to call
Right?
this Plenty of Fisher, and we're going to see what he has to say when we come back and get you your second date update right after this.
Jeff,
I don't
asked
like
you
that.
not to. No. Yeah.
It's the 2 words that every little boy is dying to hear from his unapproving father.
That's actually
Jeff.
true.
Good job.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Proud of you, son.
Yeah, we're proud of you, Jeff.
It's not exactly what a woman wants to have whispered into her ear at the end of a first date.
Oh, I thought we were going to go into Jeff therapy session.
We don't have nearly enough time.
Okay.
But it's what happened to our listener Angie after she hung out with a guy named Nicholas the other night. He gave her a hug and then softly said, "Good job," into
So
her
funny.
ear.
The girls are not happy about this.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
she wasn't either, right?
Yeah.
I don't think any
Unhappy.
woman would be
Like, it's
happy
just
about
funny.
that. But we've got a lot of questions about the good job, about some of the other weird stuff that was happening during the day. Angie said she's willing to look past it if she can get another chance with him because he seemed like a great guy.
You said that he was like a little reserved, a little nerdy. Like, those are some of the quirks that come with nerdy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, it's so hard to meet an actual nice, respectful guy. And I just feel like he was. And
Yeah.
I'm assuming I messed up. You know what I mean?
You think
Oh,
you
you think
messed
it's
up, and
you?
that's why you,
Well,
he's
like,
not calling
usually
you back.
it's the person who calls in that messed up. And like I said, maybe he thought I was boring. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably
Wait,
was you.
Are
But yeah,
our
go ahead.
listeners becoming self-aware?
No.
Oh,
No,
Never.
that was almost, though.
No.
We don't like that.
Are you cool if Nicholas has an unapproving father? Is that okay?
Yeah, I think I can deal with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He may need you if that's the
Good.
case.
It'll be something Jeffrey and he can bond over.
Yes, I'll feel good about it. So let's call him. I'm going to dial his number right now. Let's see if he picks up.
Hello,
Hey, is this Nicholas?
this is Nick.
Hey, man. Thanks for answering. You are on a radio show right now
Hey.
called Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Welcome to the show, Nicholas.
How are you, man? Good morning.
Why am I on a radio show?
Great question.
Yeah. So I don't know. Have you ever heard of something called a second date update before?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you have? Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you almost know who we are.
Now you get to be a part of one. So the way that it works is one of our listeners has reached out to us hoping that we could get a hold of you. A girl named Angie.
Angie's trying to get a hold of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds
Dude.
like you remember her.
You guys went to Thai food the other night?
She's hoping that she could maybe get another chance to hang out with you again.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna work out.
Really?
Okay.
It sounded like such a good date.
Well, yeah, before you even go there, Nicholas, I'm just going to let you know, she said that she really liked you and that you two shared a good vibe.
Yeah, no, I thought Angie was nice.
I feel like he
Okay.
paused.
Okay.
So, like, you guys notice he
Okay.
pauses?
Yeah, she didn't mention that. Actually, Nicholas, she mentioned a few odd things that happened on the date, and she wasn't sure if maybe those were early signs that you weren't interested in her.
Which it actually turns out could be true at this point.
Yeah.
At first, we thought she was nuts,
Yeah.
but
Well, what did she say?
Well, like we just mentioned, there's like a delay in your responses a little bit
Yeah,
during the normal conversation.
Almost like you're intently thinking of what you're going to say.
A delay?
okay.
Yeah, kind of
Right.
like
Yeah.
that. Almost happened again.
I think
So-
he doesn't notice that.
Also-
yeah,
That's
just
part
him.
of your conversation. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay. And also, she said that you had to move to a quieter area. And I'm just going to let you know what the room thought when we heard everything. The room was wondering if maybe you had AI listening in on your conversation to help you respond to your date because you were checking your phone a lot too.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know who the room is. Who's the room?
so
We don't need to name names.
the show, the entire
It was Alexis
show.
mostly. It was mostly Alexis.
Oh, you people. Okay.
Us,
Yeah,
yes.
people.
Us
No,
people.
because when we talk to her, we all give our ideas like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
it could be this. Maybe it could be that.
These are just theories.
Yeah.
So could you just be honest with us and tell us, did you do that? Were you using AI to assist you?
I was having some help on the date, but I wasn't using the AI.
Some help on the date?
You're getting,
Is that what you said?
Help
okay.
from your phone?
I was on the line with my ex, and she was on the line with us the whole time.
Excuse me,
Huh?
what?
What?
No.
Your ex.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes I just need help, so she's kind of like a security blanket for me.
She
Oh, no.
So wait,
guided
you have a
you
head-
through your date?
Did you have like earbuds in and you were listening to your ex at the same time you were listening to her?
No, she was just on mute. Like, she couldn't say anything. She wasn't coaching me. I
What?
just wanted her to hear everything.
So she's kind of taking notes, and then later you will call her, and she will go over the notes?
Your-
Is that what I'm thinking?
Your ex
Oh.
volunteers to listen to hours of your dates?
Yeah, what?
What a kind woman.
What a weird woman.
Well, it's part of our post-breakup growth agreement.
Gross.
Wait, what?
Post-breakup growth agreement.
Wow, are we guys
Could
both
you-
lawyers
That's
or
a new
something?
one.
What's in that?
Yeah.
We mutually agreed upon, and I listen to her dates too on
Oh, no.
occasion. It's just we help each other get through our past breakup and move into a new one. So it's healthy and
Oh, very healthy, yeah. I mean, it's a very conscious uncoupling.
Do you find
like a
that she usually
gentle...
doesn't like your new dates?
Oh, yeah.
Like-
Oh,
that's
that is
funny.
a good point because he said
Like, is
that.
it sabotage?
well, she was not a fan of Angie.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, she
surprising.
wasn't, but how did you feel about her?
I was enjoying myself, but she mentioned that she seemed like a try-hard, and then when I was thinking about it, I think that she might be kind of a try-hard.
What?
Oh.
Wait.
Wait, don't
Wait.
you want
Real
people to
bad.
try hard on a first date?
Yeah,
Like,
not
isn't
be
that a
obvious. You have
positive?
to subtly
We're on
try
Angie's
hard.
side.
Excuse me. How was I a try-hard?
Oh, that's coming in hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Nicholas, you might find this funny, but your ex-girlfriend and Angie have a lot in common
Oh, that's a
because
good point.
she's actually
Yeah.
been on the phone listening in on this conversation.
Oh, hey.
Okay, that's not fair. I didn't know that. I didn't.
Yeah, and Angie didn't know your ex was listening to her
Yeah,
either.
I'm
Yeah.
not in any place to be judging, but
See?
say hi to Angie.
But she was. Hi, Angie.
There you go.
Hi. I mean, you're saying this is a healthy thing, but you also said your ex is your security blanket, so it doesn't feel like you're ready to be dating other people.
Yeah.
No, well, in most relationships, people don't have the right closure, and then they hold on to the past, and so
Very
this is
true.
a way to move on to my future.
Yeah.
But
So
you're
she's
not moving on. You're literally still relying on your ex to make your decisions down to who you're dating.
Well, we spend a lot
How?
of time together, so she knows me really well, and she sees things from the opposite sex that I might not see.
Then maybe you guys should be together still.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
No, it's not. It's not like that. We're not romantically involved whatsoever. It's just we have a year left in our post-breakup growth agreement.
Yeah, that's a long time.
You're kind of each other's life coaches, really.
Can't you just recap the date with your ex
Yeah.
instead of having her listen in the whole time?
Well, see, there's trigger words and things that she'll say like, well, that's a red flag that I don't typically see.
Didn't pick up.
This does make sense now why he whispered good job at the very end of the date. He wasn't saying it to Angie. He was saying it to his ex-girlfriend who was listening.
Still doesn't make sense.
No, I was talking to Angie. I did whisper good job because I thought that we were going to get to go on another date
Oh.
because I enjoyed myself and I didn't
What?
want my ex to hear her.
Oh my gosh.
okay.
Nicholas.
Well-
When you end the call.
Nicholas.
Told you not to go out with me again, and you listened. You stopped answering me.
I mean, here's the thing. I actually think Nicholas is over his ex. I think your ex, Nicholas, is not over you.
That's
what it does
And
sound
I
like.
don't think you're seeing that correctly.
I mean, that's a possibility, and I kind of agree with that. But we still have our agreement, and I have.
Yeah,
This
you
is
said
not
that.
really
No.
binding.
You can rip it up.
Okay.
Did you get it notarized? What are we talking about here?
And if all she could come up with is she's a tryhard as the biggest red flag,
Yeah,
oh man,
come on.
That's not
That's not a red
that's
flag.
a weak red flag.
Yeah.
And I didn't try that hard. I didn't even shave my legs for that date.
Gross, and I love it.
There must be some clause in your contract with her that lets you get out of it when you find an amazing new girl like Angie here. Because
Wait, I have a question. What if I had put out on the first date? Would she have been listening in?
Oh my god. Oh my
yeah,
god,
do
I
you
didn't
hang
even
up
that
think
even on
about
the
that.
table?
Or does that count?
Our date wasn't supposed to go over an hour and a half. I know we were already pushing it at an hour 40.
Oh,
that
it's
was
time then.
Okay.
Even if you wanted to.
It's
sorry,
in the
sis.
agreement.
Well, he was already breaking the rules a little bit for
Yeah.
her. So the Band-Aid's starting to come off.
Or he's like, hold on, let me ask my ex. Hey, can I sleep with this one?
Yeah. Angie,
Can I stay 10
just
more
real
minutes?
quick, first, are you still interested in meeting up with Nicholas again after what you know?
Are you insane?
There's no way.
Oh, I thought you were, okay.
No, Jeff.
That would have been wild if she said yes.
Unless he breaks the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's true.
Angie doesn't want to extend the offer anymore, so Nicholas, we're not obviously going to give you another date with Angie
Dude,
here.
how
But
funny if his girlfine has been on the line this whole time, too.
oh,
Yeah,
God.
wait, is
The
she?
ex, is she on the third line?
What's her name? Let's say hi.